Hey, I'm excited for you to watch this video. I'm Abigail Doust, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the importance of perspective and recognizing that people have different perspectives and using active listening to hold that with them and to be a person who can connect and hear each other's perspectives. So, in this world, we have really different filters in which we see things. Part of that comes from our uniqueness and who we are. So, we have three circles: family of origin, meaning how we grew up, our personality, which is like hardwired into us, our DNA, and then our life experience. And because we each have our own family of origin, our own personalities, and our own life experiences, it shapes and forms a uniqueness in how we see things. Maybe I was robbed or mugged on the street. Maybe I was given an opportunity because I worked really hard and so I got something great from it. Maybe I was shown that I was valued and maybe I was dismissed. And just those are just some samplings of some things that can happen because we are all unique and we experience this world differently. So when we come to a conflict, when we have someone that we need to talk about some hard things with, we might be really worked up and angry or really worked up and sad or hurt, disappointed because of how we saw things go down. And it could be something that was said or not said, something that was done or not done, but we have a perspective. And because of the wounds and the sticky spots and the landmines in who we are and the positive things of how we see the world, things bother us or don't bother us in unique ways. And so I would like to challenge you to use some language that would help you share your perspective, be assertive to share. Some of that can be, I feel this, I think this. From my eyes, from my shoes, from where I'm standing, this is what that looked like and felt like to me. Now, there's nothing that can be taken from you. Truly, in your perspective. This is your perspective and you have it no matter what. What we want to do in relationships where we're trying to talk things out or reconcile is we want to be able to see and to hold that. So when you are active listening and someone's sharing their perspective, you say, okay, I hear you saying this, blah, blah, blah. You were really hurt when I did this. And you feel this and you think this is what I hear. And then you could check in. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what you're saying? Did I miss anything? And in that you are validating that you hear them. Now that doesn't mean that you think they're right. It doesn't mean you agree with them. It doesn't mean that you did the wrong thing. What it means is I hear you. And we are losing our ability to hold I hear you. I hear your perspective. I hear what you're saying. Instead, we're mad in a maddening kind of way. We're just reiterating what it is we see instead of really holding what the other person sees. I'll take, for example, this Coke Zero can that is sitting beside me. I see on this side, there's a UPC code and a black nutrition label. But I could tell you all day long about how I see this UPC code and this black nutrition label. And I could yell at you and I could pout and I could give you the silent treatment because you're so annoying that you don't see a UPC label on this. But that person's perspective is different. They don't see it that way. That's just not the way it goes for them. And so for us to hold and say, okay, you see a UPC label, like something you could scan in a store. Okay, you see nutrition information like sugar or salt, sodium. Is that what you're saying? Okay, what does that mean to you? How does that impact you? I'm going to hold that. Even though I don't understand, even though I don't see it, I'm going to hold that. So I want to challenge you in your conversations. Be articulate and assertive to share your perspective. Be brave to say what you hear the other person saying and to hold space for that. That is what you see and hear. In this exercise, in this just perspective and active listening, there are a couple things that happen, I hope, for you. One is you really hear each other. And that is so much of relationship work. It's just being heard and being valued for having a voice. And then secondly, to recognize that there are sometimes just really big misunderstandings. And I hope some of that happens. No matter what, you're going to move in the right direction. And I can't wait to see what happens next.